Hello fellow simmers and YouTube subscribers of the BLS channel. This is Samuel Beeman here, and here to do another preview of a route by a new developer known as Yaxham Studios. And he has been creating the Mid Norfolk Railway for Train Simulator. And I know the fellow. His name's Brad, and he lives not too far from me actually. He lives in Bury St Edmunds. And BLS are actually going to be working closely with Yaxham Studios to bring you the Mid Norfolk Railway as together as a collaboration project. He's Phase 2 is yet to be constructed, and this is Phase 1. So this isn't the completed full-length line from Wymondham to Dereham. This is just Wymondham to Thuxton at the moment, so half of the route. And he's also included some scenarios here for us to test out and check out. So and this at present, this route is it's not released just yet, but it will be released very soon. Whether that will be through our website at BLS, I do not know. I'm going to be asking Brad that personally, if he would like that to be released on the British Locomotive Studios channel. We can make a separate page for Yaxham Studios as well for any of that content. And obviously, considering that we're going to be helping out with this, it would be nice to have it on our website. So, it's up to you, Brad, but the offer is there. Anyhow, we're going to review this scenario here. Now, I have noticed it's using the digital traction 4MT standard early crest. Now, I don't know whether this is the default digital traction 4MT or not. It would be a shame if it is the default digital traction 4MT, because obviously, a lot of us have the Steam Sound Supreme 4MT now, and that has obviously all the updated sounds and the updated physics and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that this is the Steam Sound Supreme one, but I doubt it. So, we'll see how it goes. Let's just give it a try and see how it kicks up. So let's give it a start and see what happens. If it is the DT standard one, what I might do is I might just go into the scenario editor briefly and put down the SSS one actually. Because I could do that theoretically, which would be nicer to have. Okay, so this route has been in progress for a little while now. He's been making it for a majority of this year. It was his lockdown project to recreate the Mid Norfolk Railway, and it's fantastic that somebody has finally made this route, because there was like a brief little section of it on UK Train Sim, I believe, but that never got completed or never got any further, and this was back in Railworks 2 days, I believe. But I mean, it never got anywhere, and it's about time somebody released and got to work on a proper version of the route to make it look realistic. And I know that Brad's got ideas of adding in custom items such as stations, signal boxes, and even station signs. That is later to come to the route. So at the moment he's using assets from other routes and other kits, and obviously scenery packs, etc. But there is plans for the future to have fully custom buildings, including stations, and obviously, like I say, signal boxes and station signs. So I'm looking forward to getting into this and seeing what the scenarios are like and what he's made of the scenarios for the route. It would be interesting to see. So I've seen the version before this. I had a brief look because obviously, as part of the development side of the route, You get a brief, obviously, look at what he's done so far. So I've had a peek at obviously free roaming the route, and you know, this is his first route, and for a first route, it's bloody fantastic. In all honesty, like honestly, he has got the detail there. It's just obviously the custom buildings and signal boxes and stuff that just need to be sorted out. But obviously, apart from that, he's got everything to a T. The detail is there. It does look very realistic. And yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing the route progress and seeing what we can do in phase 2. And what, you know, extra bits and pieces that Brad has in phase 2. I look forward to seeing what is added to it. You know, what is next. That's what we're looking forward to. We're thinking, what is next, I wonder. I'll try as much as I can through this channel to keep you updated on the progress of this route. So anything new I find out, I will obviously do a video on, or you know, anything like that. And we shall have a chat about it. So I'll do as many updates as I can for the Mid Norfolk Railway, and yeah, I can inform you subscribers about what is going on with it and where it is at. So at the moment, obviously, it goes from Wymondham to Thuxton. It has the mainline station as well, Wymondham, so it doesn't just have the Wymondham Abbey Halt station, it also has the mainline bit as well. Oh, it is the default digital traction for him too. That's such a shame, isn't it? Good morning, driver. You're in charge of the service down to Thuxton while making a once-a-year call to Hardingham Station for a local village fete. You are in charge of this service down to Thuxton. We're at Thuxton. Right. Okay, so obviously, you know, we are going to have to inform Brad about that, that there is a slight issue. So yeah, it is using the default digital traction model, and it has the glitch with the man inside underneath. So what we're going to do is we're going to go Control E, and we're going to edit this scenario. So we're going to swap that out and put the Steam Sound Supreme one on there, because I'll enjoy running that. So there is already just one slight bugbear with this scenario I've noticed. So hopefully Brad is watching this and he can see this. It says this is a service down to Thuxton when we're at Thuxton, so I imagine that this is a service down to Wymondham. So we shall see, you know, if that can be fixed. So, we're at Wymondham Mainline Station here, so we've got, oh Christ, we've got to travel all the way down to Thuxton from there to swap our loco out. Okay, so let's head up there now and swap our loco out. Okay, here we are. So what we do is, it's quite simple. We'll just go to our rollout section. I believe the SSS one should be in there now. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, we've got 80078 there. There we are, we swapped them over. Let's get rid of that. Stick that on there. Off we go. We'll start again now. That's better. Oh. So I'm guessing we pick up passengers now. Okay, so this is the Steam Sound Supreme / Digital Traction 4MT. It's a really nice looking model. They've done a cracking job on revamping it and making it nice. we want to put our head codes on, so there we are. We've got our stopping passenger lamp on there. Right away, depart for Hardingham. There's some spelling mistakes in the dialogue here, but obviously that can be fixed later on. Remember, there is a 10 mile an hour TSR over the bridge coming into the station. Okay, so we must remember that. Oh, we haven't got window hanging brie at the front of the loco. Oh well, is what it is. Right, let's do it. We shall be on our way momentarily. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Because we're having issues with the 4MT, obviously. We've got a bigger issue with that on the SSS one now. Can you just see that linkage? The linkage was coming through the tank. So let's forget the 4MT, because quite clearly it is a problem at the moment. I believe now this happens, right? Okay, so basically I've got two versions of the digital traction 4MT. I've got the old Steam version, and I've got the digital traction version from the digital traction site. The digital traction version from the digital traction site is correct, and there's no problems with it. You don't have the man underneath the underneath the chassis, which is which is just weird. And also basically that fixes that problem. But I think what's happened is, because the Steam version has somehow reinstalled itself, which I need to make sure that's unticked. I wish I never had the Steam version. It's shite now, because I haven't updated it to the latest version, you see. Now, what happens when the Steam version re-downloads is it cocks up everything, because then you have obviously the old model with the man underneath, and then it cocks up the SSS one as well, and that's where you have the linkage problem with the thing coming through the tanks. So I've got to mess about a little bit and fix that before going into using the 4MT, so I'll make sure I do that next time. So as we don't have the 4MT, I think we should probably go with one of the perhaps maybe a DMU scenario just for now. It's a shame, isn't it? Because I would like to run that Steam scenario, but it is what it is. So anyhow, despite the issues, without further ado, we'll continue with this. But obviously, Brad, if you're watching this and you've seen that, there is a couple of little bugbearers on that, on that, which just need fixing. Nothing too drastic. As for the 4MT, obviously, it'll probably work on your machine, but on mine, it needs a bit of a work on it. I'll get that sorted out. But I suggest to Brad, it would be better if the digital traction one, the original, obviously, digital traction one, was swapped out with the SSS pack one. The SSS pack one does work without that bug, which I have, obviously. I can fix it. I know how to fix it. But it's just there at the moment. But basically, the Steam Sound Supreme one obviously has the better physics, it has the better sounds, and it's just overall a lot better. Okay, so morning driver. Due to bad weather last night, the line, I believe that's meant to say beyond Thuxton, has been closed. So we will be running a limited service. Prepare for departure at 11:02. This is interesting, a little bit of scenario editing this. I like this. Okay, so 11:02 is our departure. So has he scripted the time on here? I don't think he has. could be something that can be done later on. Anyhow, let's get our... Oh, okay. Is that an attempt? That's clever. A bit of scripting in the old box there. Very good, very well done. So let's get our lights on. So this is Wymondham Abbey Halt, as you can see. Is it 1102? No, it's 1101, so it's not quite scripted into 1102, but it's there. So this is Wymondham Abbey Halt. As you can see, we've got the Halt platform here, which is looking very nice. This is from the DP Simulations scenery kit. We have Wymondham Abbey, which is nicely represented there, looking fabulous in all its glory. I believe usually there is a building here, which isn't here on this version of the route, but there's usually a building here, like a hut with the ticket sales in. So that's usually there. I'm not sure if that signal box is there now in reality, but it's something to look into. This bit here is obviously the spot where most of us train spotters go to take photographs of locos and videos. Although it does sort of come to an end here, there could be there needs to be sort of a fence over here to stop that. We've got a nice, the nice stop whistle board there. That is there in reality. I know that. That's good. That's good that that's there. It's a nice, nice bit of work there. We've got a nice waving man there, which is he's usually the place where they give the token and do the flags. I'm not sure if there's usually like a secondary track bit here, but I might, it's something to look into. But yeah, no, it's looking really nice here at Wymondham Abbey. He's even got the car park here, look, which is looking really good. And from this view, this is captured fantastically. Now this view here was when I once took a photo of Union of South Africa, just sat there at Wymondham Abbey. That was a really nice shot to have. Anyway, that's enough of looking at Wymondham Abbey, and let's move on further up the route. So we've got a really nice FPS on this route, which is really good. I'm glad that that's on here, really good FPS. Okay, so release our brake. And off we go. Prototypical DMU driving there. Obviously you shut the throttle, then change gear, and then throttle up. That's how you drive a unit usually. There we are. So I think it's downhill here. I'm liking the use of the track from the Brecklin line. That is a route, I can't remember who it's by now, I'll soon find that out. But he's used the Brecklin line track, which is a good use of track. We need to shut up, throttle and gear up a little bit. There we are. So it is a bit of a gradient up here. A couple of buses going across this bridge up here, I've noticed. nice. We've got some big vehicles going over this bridge, haven't we? I'll tell you what, I'm getting a really nice frame rate on this route. I must admit, the frame rates on this route is fantastic. Really good work on that, keeping this route going smoothly. I haven't had a single stutter yet. Not that I know of, anyway. But we've got a 20-mile-an-hour limit here. It's due to the S-bend, you see. Now we can start to speed up a tad. Stop raining, that's good. Now I recognise this this cutting here. It goes under a newly built bridge over here, actually. Under a newly built bridge. Did I say over? Yeah, and here it is. He's put that in. As I say, all these assets that Brad has used are currently from a mixture of other routes, obviously, which are required to run the route. But his future plans are to obviously add 3D objects in, you know, and obviously that bridge and most of the bridges we go under are not necessarily 100% accurate, depending on the bridge. Some of them, yes. Some of them not so accurate, but they are. It's something that Brad is looking into to sort of bring a more custom assets to the route. He wants to bring that in so we get a more as detailed as we can get of the Mid Norfolk. Now this is fantastic. I absolutely love this. Oops, wrong button. I absolutely love this. Look at this. Look at this. The broken sides of the bridge. I believe that this bridge, I have seen on the Mid Norfolk, I believe there is a bridge with broken sides like this, and it could be this one. I mean, we're absolutely well done on that. Yeah, great. And I love all the like sleepers here and stuff like that. That's very nice job there. Well, we need to accelerate a bit. We're going up the hill here. I have noticed that there isn't any whistle boards on the route at the minute. I don't know whether like there was meant to be some further back. It's something that could be looked into in the future. But I know that there should be a few little bits and pieces like whistle signs and stuff on the way down in certain areas. But I mean, as you can see though, the scenery work, the overall work on the route, for a first go at a route is it's bloody great, you know. So we've got to stop at a Kimberley Park stop marker, which is literally right in front of us. So we've got to be. So I'm guessing it's Kimberley Park we are stopping at. Oh, we have to be precise on the dot. So we need to be a little bit further up to the crossing. Oh, like the stop point. I see. You need to be very precise on that by the looks of it though. That is... There we are. Whistle before proceeding, let's do it. There we are. There'll probably be an instruction come up in a minute to horn. And I've already done it. They are. Okay, so we'll just say I've done it already and I've got the right of way. There's a bit of a glitch on the wiper there from the RSC 101 there. It's a bit of a... I think I've got 25. And this is the start of, I believe, the new double track section that they're putting in, because the Mid Norfolk Railway do plan to make their route double track in the end. So a bit like the Great Central Railway, where the double track Heritage Railway. They are looking into doing a double track going into the wrong road. What is this? Well, this isn't going too well, is it? Something else that can be done in the scenario editor is the switches. So basically, what he would probably have to do with this is to make sure that the points are set the correct way. And how you can do that is if you can lay a loco over the top of it and sit the loco facing the right way and the right track, and then it will automatically change. And then what that'll do is if you then press save on the scenario editor, that will save it in the scenario to be the correct way. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it? Right. Let's carry on. Rain again. Yeah, we've got a whistle board up here. little, what happened there? It's a bit of a... Please tell me we're going the right way this time. I'm over speeding now. Let me just go back to that track work towards. I just want to check something out. Oof. Okay. Now, track work is nice. It's done, you know, really well. But I mean, I believe this sort of bit here, this should be sort of smoothed off a little bit. That's what that jolt was in the cab. So that's just a little something that will probably need to just be smoothened off, so we don't have that like kink in the track there. So I think we've got a bit of a kink in this bit here, up here as well. Sure, let's have a look. Okay, that one wasn't as bad. That one was quite smooth, that's not so bad. Downhill here. I'm liking the different use of track here as well. I've noticed that there is a slight different shade of track here on this section here, which is a nice touch. Unless I'm actually travelling down the new section now, I'm going to hit buffers and then crash off the end. Because this looks like a newer section than the other section. I think that's what he's trying to go for, and so I'm going to end up coming down the new section and crashing off the end of a buffer. You watch. Oh, I hope that don't happen. I am on the right side theoretically. Oh, maybe not. Ah yes, this is Hardingham. Is there a strict 10-mile-an-hour limit here, or...? It looks like it. I'm just going by what the sign says. This is Hardingham. As you see, we've got a couple of Woodhead buildings, AP station pack on here. We've got a nice represented canopy here, but you can definitely see that this is Hardingham. This is a definite good representation of it, even though it's not a custom asset yet. But you can see the canopy there, and yeah, it is Hardingham. You can see that, and that is what we want to see. Got more of these nice bridges over the top of the road there. Yeah, it is a 10-mile-an-hour limit. I thought it was. Right, okay, off we go again. Has the rain stopped again? So we've got a return trip down to Wymondham as well on this scenario. Oh, it looks like Will's playing Snooker 19 this evening. That's nice, we've got a bit of telegraph poles going along here. It's a good addition. One thing I will say is there's a lot of repeated scenery around here. Like there is rows and rows of brambles here, and rows of these sort of the same sort of trees and bushes. So if I was to comment anything at all about scenery wise, I would say that it would be nice to have sort of a variety of different bushes and trees and things alongside. I mean, it's nothing like, it's nothing like I can say that, I'm not going to say it's terrible or anything like that. I'm just saying that it obviously in reality you wouldn't have copies of the same constant bush. This is what somebody told me, Steve actually in BLS. He's a BLS member. He said because a lot of my first routes I did the same thing and just copied the same sort of scenery down, and he said that theoretically that in reality you wouldn't have copies and copies of the same bits and pieces, which he's right, because recently in our work in progress Tranley Close route I have gone to town with the scenery on there and took his thoughts into account and did this this solution that he said to do different styles of bushes, and it really has turned out and looked good, and it has it has made a big difference. Signals here don't seem to be operational, but I imagine it's because the route only goes as far as this. So this is Thuxton. Obviously the signal box isn't custom yet, and this area is still very much underdeveloped because we don't have the there's some bits that isn't here yet, as it were. Here we are, Thuxton. This is where we change ends. So Thuxton is done very nicely. We have the house here. The conservatory is usually about here, but I mean, it's like I say, it's still a massive work in progress, as we can see here. Yes, so close down these cab change ends and redepart 11:35, which is fair enough. So we can see that obviously it's not a custom building yet, it's still the Woodhead buildings. There's usually gardens and stuff here. It's something that is still, like I say, this whole route is WIP, so it is still a work in progress. This is phase 1. Phase 2 is coming soon, and obviously there's going to be a lot more with this route soon in the means of progress. I mean, I can see that this is really well done. This building here, this is here in reality. I can tell that is that is the waiting room at Thuxton. You can tell it's Thuxton. You know it's Thuxton. It's a very nice representation of it. We obviously single box is still a work in progress. We've started on the gardens and houses here. I believe, yeah. Is it a house there? There's usually a house there. Well, I think there's a house usually here as well. Yeah, there it is. So that house is there as well. There is also the church there, and the church is there in reality because I've been and walked up here actually. But there is bits and pieces that obviously do need to be done. Like there's usually a bit here where there's like a metal barriers here, where obviously I've gone and taken videos and photos and stuff of locos coming in opposite the signal box here, actually. So it is around about here. It's just literally, it ends about here, I would say, the metal bar, and you have just the junction boxes just in front of them. So that needs to be put in. But yeah, no, I say so far, and for a first attempt on a first, for a first route somebody's made a grand job. It's a grand job. He's done a good job of this, and I'm loving obviously all the grass effects and things like that. And I'm getting a very nice steady FPS on this route, which is great. Fantastic frame rates on this route, and that's what we want really. So 11:35 I got to depart. Oh Christ, I've still got a hell of a wait, ain't I? So as he hasn't scripted the times in, I suppose I could depart early. Theoretically. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, so I'll swap ends. So we'll shut this cab down. So we are in neutral on... No, we're not on the neutral, so... Release our brake there. The reverser needs to be in neutral position. Right, now we can swap ends. There we are. Different horn this end. And off we go. Oh wait, I forgot to do the gear. You mustn't do that. Yeah, that's the DMU. You mustn't put the throttle up before doing the gears. The gears always come first. So there are, you put the gear on, then we throttle up, and off we go. So I'm getting a various Facebook notifications, so I'm just going to check those and see if there's anything important come through, and it's nothing really majorly important. I'm supposed to be driving here. Right. I've noticed something else that isn't here either. Oh Christ. There is usually like a crossing and an embankment around here somewhere where people can go up and photograph. That needs to be put in. Like I say, it's all WIP, and there is areas that need developing, but I'm sure it'll soon get sorted out. So obviously, as we're on here, we may as well look around the Dovetail Games 101. So we've got the nice horns underneath the underframe there. We've got the vacuum hoses, the screw link coupling, sort of the multiple working jumpers there. A pretty poor pixelated buffer texture. It's not too bad, but it's not that great. Got some nice riveting on the side of the buffer beam there. Obviously we've got the lamp irons either side above the buffers there. The high intensity headlight in the middle, and the two lights either side. This is L836. So this unit was around the time that Network South East was about. Obviously we have the destination blinds there, which is Thuxton. Actually they are the wrong way round, I've just noticed. Because that should be saying W Abbey, but this end is saying W Abbey, and that end is saying Thuxton, so the unit is actually the wrong way round on this scenario. But yes, that's something else that would need fixing. Coming down to the bogie, we have some nice sort of underframe detail on the bogies there. brake rigging, battery boxes, stuff like that. We have the exhausts modelled. It's on this side, top on the inside of the loco there. We have the windows there. The texturing is quite shiny. The alpha layer is quite shiny on the unit. We have the speedo down there on the underframe there on the bogies. We have all the brake cylinders and other bits and pieces as well. And we also have a nice, nicely modelled engine underneath the motor car, which is in here with the exhaust and that and other bits and pieces. And I'm probably overspeeding here because it's Hardingham. No, actually, I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. That's all right then. We've got the nice sort of passenger view here with, you can only turn a certain amount of degrees, but that's a shame. But it is what it is. It's quite clean. Obviously, these lights on the top there look a bit shite. But this is, bear in mind, this is a very old model now. This is recycled from the original Railworks 2 Class 101 pack. There's not really been much updates in the means of that, and obviously if it didn't have the AP pack then it would have really old, outdated sounds. So thank God for the AP pack, Cab, yeah, it's okay. Again, you can't rotate all the way round. You can't operate the destination blinds, you can't move the wipers as such, you can't open the windows. You can operate the handbrake, you can't operate this emergency brake over here. These switches down here are non-functional. Nothing on the second man side is functional. We also have a signal buzzer. I should be doing that every time I leave the station, but I haven't been. Silly Sam. We've got the buzzer code down here, which tells you the information about the different buzzer sounds. Like obviously 1 is stop, 2 is start, and 3 is set back. 5, yeah, it shows you everything. I'm not going to go through all that information. You can see it there. It's right in front of you. We have the engine start, engine stop buttons. These don't light up. These switches don't work. Do we have instrument lights? Doesn't look like it. Do we have a cab light? Yeah, we have a cab light. That's something. Is there a slight difference in track there? Let's have a look at it. Can't help noticing, but is there a slightly different levels in track there? I'm not sure. Maybe it's just how the texture's overdoing the other one. I'm not sure on that, but we'll yeah. I don't know. Oh, we've got rain again. So the fields, this is really nice. I like this open spot here. Oh, we've got to start slowing down because we are overspeeding. Actually, that's a really nice shot. Well, that's looking good, isn't it? Doing some of that. So these open fields are there in reality, and yeah, and it looks really nice. This is a good shot for a trailer or something. Actually, I might keep some of this footage just in case Brad wants to create a trailer or something, because that's quite cool, isn't it? Going along like that. It's almost like it's completely in sync. Anyway, now we're going into some trees. Let's go back to our loco. So here we are coming back to the crossing marker again. We're going to spad this, aren't we? No. Oh, this is because I was too busy focusing on... Oh, we've just made it. Because I was too busy focusing on the views and the footage. I wasn't paying attention at what's ahead. Stop the sound here. Okay. So we'll probably proceed here. So this is Hardingham. It's using a building from the Fort William to Mallaig route, I believe. But you can tell it's Hardingham. Is it Hardingham? No. Sorry, it's Kimberley Park. What am I saying Hardingham for? So this is Kimberley Park. Yep. We've even got the old platform there, all overgrown. Very nicely represented. It's definitely Kimberley Park. I've seen it before. I have been through this station. And it's nice to see. I believe Brad said that they only stop at this station once a year on a special occasion. So this station isn't usually used much. Alright, so let's watch our loco pass. This is an hour-long video already, actually. This is probably actually my favourite part of the route, this section here. You know, I love the way that the bushes and stuff are up the embankment. And just, yeah, in general, this area does look very nice. I love how, you know, all the bushes, all like the grass is up the embankment, and I'm liking all the industrial warehouses and stuff in the fields over there. It's a really nice touch. Also liking the soundscape as well. He's got nice bird sounds and bits and pieces, probably taken from the Armstrong Powerhouse Wherry Lines route, I believe. That's where those sounds are from. Only on gear 2 at the minute. So we can't really go up to 4th gear on this because if we do, it goes obviously over the top of 25. So basically, I believe on most preserved lines, the DMUs don't go up to 4th gear. Don't quote me on that though, because I don't really know. But I'm just like going by Dovetail Games' physics on the loco here. We're coming up to that 20 again, aren't we? See Wymondham Abbey in the distance over there, up there, which is looking really cool, isn't it? I like how you can see it in the distance. It's really nice. So we can tell that we are coming up to it very soon. Just looking out of my window because it sounds like it's raining out of my window now, but it's actually the game. Yeah. Yeah, I'm literally getting to an hour mark on this video. This is going to be a nice, very challenging video to upload because my Wi-Fi isn't 100% accurate, folks. It's not great. It's not very fast Wi-Fi. And I'll tell you what, that Class 37 review I did on that AP Class 37, that took me about 3 weeks to upload because there was issues with YouTube. Because I did get it, and I reviewed it on the day that the actual add-on came out. But it got released late, and it took me 3 weeks to upload it because of issues with YouTube. Plus, actually uploading it wise, when YouTube decided to work, it took about 24 hours or 20 hours to upload an hour video, and that means this is probably going to be the same when I try and upload this. So. Oh, that woman's a bit close to the side of the platform. Now you see she's a fester. Now they get these festers who just sort of crash to the side of the platform, getting away with shots, don't you? So anyway, here we are. We've arrived back at Wymondham now. We'll shut our thingy off and open our doors. And here we are, and I believe this will be the end of our scenario. So yeah, so this has been Traction Studios' first route that they have made. Obviously this will be a collaboration with us as well. for the Mid Norfolk Railway, and it's nice to see this in Train Simulator finally. And I think for a first route, Brad has done a superb job on it. There's a lot of hard work and effort gone into this, I can tell. It's probably taken him absolutely ages just to create what it has been at the moment. And yeah, I'm impressed with it, and I'm looking forward to what's to come. Obviously, Brad probably will watch this. So if you have watched this, and obviously obviously I have criticised some areas, because I'm not going to say, I'm just going to be honest. So this is an honest review on my thoughts of it, and it's just me being honest. I think you've done a superb job of it, but there are some little issues that do need rectifying, and obviously some details that do need adding. But obviously this is only phase 1, version 1 of this route release, so therefore it's not going to be perfect. It is not going to be 100% accurate just yet, and there is still a lot of things that need to be developed with it, and there's still a lot of things that are under development with the route. And those things will be rectified later on, and there'll be some 3D assets for it. So thanks very much, guys, for watching this preview of Traction Studios' new Mid Norfolk Railway freeware route add-on for Train Simulator. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Do check out our Facebook page and website. I'll link them both in the description of the video. And yeah, so thank you for watching, guys. This has been Samuel Beeman of BLS, and goodbye for now.